Hi everyone, welcome back to Three Oaks Woodworking. We're going to work on our next project today, and that's going to be Christmas trays, goodie trays, with some of our favorite things for some of our favorite friends and family. We're going to make these out of 1x4 pine, pieces of pine, and we're going to join these with box joints. The first thing that I've done is make a jig for the table saw to make the box joints. It's basically just a fence that we've screwed to the miter gauge. And there's a notch here that will go over the dado cutter and a pin that we've glued in to make a space for the box joints, just like that. You'll see how it works in a minute. Now Kevin's going to cut all the sides to make 6 trays.
So here's how the box joint jig works. The space between the pin and the blade is exactly the size of the blade, which is also the size of the pin. We're going to make our first pass, and then we're going to lift this up and put it on the pin and make the next pass, and then do the same thing all the way through the piece. And then we're going to take the next piece with this one turned this way. We'll put this piece in here and do the same thing. And you'll see how these fit together exactly. So it doesn't matter how the pin on the last piece ends up, as long as you invert it that way, they'll fit together just like fingers. And the reason to make a joint like this is because there's just a whole lot of glue surface that it's going to be a very strong joint, and it looks kind of cool too. Even though this project is going to be painted, you'll still be able to tell that it's a box joint. I'm all done cutting the fingers for the box joints. This is an optional step. I've put my regular saw blade back in, and because we have just this little sliver, that's just an accident waiting to happen. So I'm going to rip these down just enough to take care of that sliver, and then we'll run that on the joiner because that'll be the top, so we want that to be nice and smooth. I want to point out this was a very good idea to just put an arrow on the orientation of all these, even just for running them through the fence here. It was brainless. We knew that the arrow went to the fence, but also when we flipped this one over and then made our other pass, we knew that the arrows went together. So it just made it something we didn't have to think about. Now, like I said, we're just going to take that edge that I ripped on the table saw and run it through the joiner so it's nice and smooth. Okay, next we're going to run this through the router table with a 1/4 inch straight bit on it, because that is what is going to receive the plywood bottom. I'm going to have to make 2 passes because it's pretty thick. I'm going to go 3/8 of an inch. Just drilling a couple of holes that we'll use for the handles.
Here, Kevin is making cuts between the holes for the handles. Next, he uses the spindle sander to smooth out the cuts.
We have all our pieces cut, and we're going to assemble our first one. It's pretty messy because there's a lot of glue involved, so we put some cardboard down. Did I mention this was really messy?
Sure is.
I've never done box joints before, so don't judge me too harsh. I'm sure there's a trick to it. Okay, clamporama.
Okay.
I just save our used Q-tips for things like this.
Oh, they're not used.
You can't have enough clamps.
The box joints really do look cool. Unfortunately, after a coat of primer and 2 coats of paint, you really have to look hard to see them. Well, we're all done with our project.
Our Christmas tray, complete with box joints, which you can't even see because they honestly turned out a lot better than I thought. And after the paint, you really have to look to see it. But anybody who's getting these as a gift damn well better be watching the video and know what's up.
And nice box joint.
Anyway, we're going to fill this with some of our favorite treats and goodies, things that got us through the COVID shutdown.
Yep.
Added to our weight gain.
So we're really excited to give some of our friends and family these baskets with our favorite things in it. Thank you to everybody who has subscribed to our channel. We really appreciate it.
Both of you. We really appreciate it.
Got more than that. We are an Amazon affiliate.
We are an Amazon affiliate. It's kind of a big deal. Had to get approved and whatnot.
Yeah. And we earn from qualifying purchases.
A lot of money too.
No.
Like what they do is charge you double and give half to us. Nope, that's not true at all. You get the same old Amazon price, you click on our link, and then they give us a big old fat cut of it, like 1/2 of 1%. So maybe we can pay for some of this wood. So thanks again for watching. We really appreciate it. Hit the thumbs up button, hit the bell so you know when we have another video out.
Shenanigans.
And please subscribe and tell your friends. And if you build something like this, leave us a comment. Tell us how it turned out. Well, that's all I got to say about that. Until next time, keep your biscuits dry.